Good morning, everybody. I'm a little bit tilted because this is heavy. I found this weekend at Marshall's. I am currently in Toronto and we're going to talk about this today and I'm excited to use it. What is it? Well, okie dokie. So this company has been around since 1977. That made me feel better because I don't want to be purchasing companies for some mass-produced factory out in who knows where. So the company has been making electronics since 1977. The reason y'all probably haven't heard about it as well as myself is because it actually closed down and then it was reopened. I think it closed down like 2008 and then reopened in 2010 because it was bought by another company. I believe it's called 360. And so then they started re-pushing out their products, primarily electronics, which is good because anytime you're buying an electronic product, I want to know that this is what this company does. It's really interesting because I could not find retailers that sell this product, but I saw tons of promo on QVC. So QVC is the American equivalent to like a shopping channel. So let's talk about where I found it. Like I mentioned, I found it in Marshall's, which is a department store in Toronto. If you're not familiar with the TJ Maxx group, they own like the Winners, the Marshalls, TJ Maxx in the US, and you'll find a lot of discounted items there from places that have closed down or just trying to get rid of their items now, or sometimes they're very like passe, so they're not really like current items. I do have a friend that's based in LA. He's a business colleague and a friend, and he's actually somebody that taught me a little bit about the products we find at these department stores. He has several different businesses, but one of his businesses is going overseas, finding outlets that are closing down, buying the items at a low cost, and then reselling them to these types of stores. There's a reason I'm going into this because I'm always weary that the products may be defective if they're so marked down. But my friend, he really reassured me that he just approaches small, medium, and even large businesses that are closing down, and he just buys the items in bulk and then resells them to like a TJ Maxx type stores. So what can we expect from this specific styler? Well, like I mentioned, it has 6 parts to it. So it has the blow dryer. Now the blow dryer has teeth in it, and the teeth can revert inwards or outwards. Now the reason those teeth are in that blow dryer are to deep, and it had scared when I saw it because I would never use something like that to detangle, and I'm certainly not going to test that detangler. I'm going to leave the teeth in, but I will test it out as a blow dryer. And it comes with the brushes, like the flat one and then a round one, and then the 2 air wraps. And what I mean by air wraps is your curler, a left one and a right one, but we have the Coanda technology. So the Coanda technology is something really important we need to understand when it comes to these air wraps, where you're holding out like the tool here and it's coming for your hair and wrapping it in. It became very famous obviously for tools like the Shark and the Dyson. I'm going to read a little bit more details on it. So essentially, it describes how the fluid jet-like air tends to stick to a curved surface and is used to attract and wrap the hair around the barrel for styling. Instead of you taking your hair and wrapping it around, it will actually attract the hair and wrap it around the wand. So that's the Coanda. So if you're looking for a separate air wrap, do a search for that type of technology. Speaking of technology, which is something that I always look out for, this does have the ionic hair technology. So what is the ionic hair technology and why is it important? I'm going to tell you verbatim what it is, but it's important because from all of my research, because I've been searching for hair dryers for quite a while now, I did read that this is the safest for the hair. So the ionic hair dryer technology is an accessory that provides negative ions and neutralizes positive charges to make hair shinier and more manageable. Okay, more shiny, more manageable, that's great. It looks prettier, but why is it safer? According to my research, the ionic technology is something that actually decreases the hot air exposure time, and this prevents undesired damage. Okay, so between the ionic technology and the Kwanda technology, I was quite happy with what this product had to offer. I also want to say, with regards to the Kwanda technology, okay, it's great that we can hold it out there and it wraps all around it, but here I read some more benefits about it. It's actually good for smoothing your flyaways, apparently, this type of technology, which does make sense, right? Because it's using that specific airflow, so it would make sense that it would come out smoother. Because also from the demos that I saw in QVC, the Kwanda technology is actually drying your hair at the same time as that it's styling it, and it's doing that in a smoother fashion. She also said that there are 3 settings, so your cool, your medium, and your hot, which is also really important. And there's also the cool shot that's really easy to reach. Again, I'm going to test all this, but it's imperative to understand that you need to be drying your hair on a cool setting so you can avoid the humidity. And also you want to get the cool shot when you're styling to hold that style before you release it. So I did read more in tech magazines about this because I wanted to understand the technology, and I found one article that talked about the pros and cons, and it was interesting because one pro and one con was the same thing: has a very long cord. You see how it's all subjective, everybody? Somebody could like a very long cord and somebody could not like a very long cord. Interesting. They didn't like the long cord for storage, but they liked the long cord for obvious purposes. And then one of the cons was that it does not help with frizzy hair. Yikes. I don't know if this is true, but it was listed there that it's really not going to make your hair smooth, referring to the hair dryer only. So you actually do need the hair dryer and then styling if you're looking for super smooth hair. It's a very vague statement. So I don't really know what that meant, because I have such fuzzy, wavy hair that, like, right now, my stylist, he has smoothed out the top. That's all we do. And then blast blow dry the rest. This was several days ago, but if I don't get the top smoothed out, it will never look like this. Like, all he does is take his professional blow dryer and just put dedicated medium heat here, cool medium heat, because my hair was wet, to smooth this out. Now, if this hair dryer doesn't do that, it may have to go back, but we will test it out. Now, according to the website, it does say that this will either blow dry or rough dry your hair with a very powerful airflow, but it's going to keep your hair smooth. Now, the article that I told you I read about, I found it in a tech magazine, online tech magazine, that referenced that the hair did not end up being smooth just with the rough blow dry. But let me tell you all this. I mean, with a rough blow dry, in order to get smooth hair like I have here, my stylist uses a brush. I didn't mention that earlier. He's not rough drying it with his hands. He does use a big round brush. But where I used to go for my styling, they just used to use their fingertips and give me a rough blow dry. It wasn't as nice, but it still worked too. Nevertheless, let's not get sticky on these points, but I'm going to bring out the tools and see how they work. Everybody, I'm back. It is later the same day, so it is early evening here. I've washed and conditioned my hair, and I'm just grabbing my heat protector. I just put a little dollop into my hand, little pea size. I'll do a little bit more. It's like a light pink jelly, and it smells beautiful. It's one of my favorite smells because it's musky. And my shampoo that I've been using right now is the number 4, which also has musk in it, patchouli actually, and it's just beautiful. So what I like to do is just make sure that this product is fully raked all through my hair, and then whatever's left on my hands, I just like to run it here. This does give you super volume if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so I've got all the heat protector combed out throughout my hair. I'm going to grab the Revel Sharper Image and start blow drying. Keep in mind, I'm 80 dry right now. So my insides here, I just wanted to show you where I'm at. My insides here are pretty wet. What I'm going to do is I've got to get to my Pilates class. I'm going to put my hair in a braid, and then I will report back probably tomorrow morning to show you guys the final result. It's not as frizzy as my Conair Testarossa, which gives me hope. And I like the fact that it's gentle. If you guys are looking for like a powerhouse shark machine, I can tell you thus far, it's not that. It's more of a gentle machine. I tried out all of the 3 settings with the force, all of the 3 settings with the temperature, and then also there's the cool shot button, which worked as well. So I am not going to try any heat tools. I want this just to be a blow dry review. I am happy about the way it feels. Again, does not feel very powerful, but for what I'm looking for, I'm happy with it thus far. Okay, like I mentioned, hair's going in a braid, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning, okay? Bisous, bisous, good night. Good morning, everybody. So it's time for the final reveal after using the Revel Sharper Image 6-part multi-styler. It's always so funny trying to remember those full terms. Okay, everybody, so I slept with my hair in a braid, and all I've done today is I've taken it out from the braid. So I will give you a stand up and you can see all parts of the hair. And I always keep my clips in because of, I always get like fuzziness here. So I want to keep it nice and as smooth as possible. So let's talk about the final results here of just the blow dryer. I didn't use any of the styling tools that come with it. This is the only tool that I used. Okay. And this was so pleasant to use. I was pleasantly surprised because I am never optimistic when it comes to these tools. I usually think they're like gimmicky, and plus I got it for a discounted price, so I'm always looking for the faux pas. But I have to say that overall I'm very happy with it. So as you can see here, it has the off on, and it has the 3 levels, the flow, which is like the slow, medium, and the strongest. That's like the power. And then it has the heat settings again, and it goes really from cool to quite hot. And then up here you have your cool shot. I tried all 3 settings, but I did start off in the cool as always and sort of the lightest force, and then I worked the way up. Now these little teeth in here, I would never use these. So let's go through the review. If you're looking for something super, super strong, I didn't find this super hot or super strong. It was very gentle on the hair, which I personally liked. Keep in mind, I've never used the Kowanda technology. I have used ionic hair dryers before, so I was very pleasantly surprised. I wanted to purchase something that was gentle on the hair. Now, let's talk about the smoothness or frizziness. Did I have extra fuzziness from this? Absolutely not. My hair is much smoother than using my regular hair styler, which is the Testarossa Conair. And it feels a lot more gentle than that. I can definitely tell you that. The cord is nice and long, which is a bonus. It is not something that is a con. So I don't know why why is this stuck now? Oh. You have to pull this to get it out. You press it really easy. Like I said, the cord is long and wonderful. I don't know why that bothers people. No, there's no travel kit with it, but honestly, I'm just going to go back to Winners and Marshalls and buy a little bag for it for traveling, because I am going to be bringing this with me when I go back to Greece to start filming the TV series again. So I definitely don't want to be without this. And I also do not want to use really cheap kind of hotel room or Airbnb hair dryers. Mind you, in the summertime, I am always air drying, but for a smoother look, I definitely think I'm going to bring this along. Also because I want to try these. And so I'm assuming one for the right, one for the left, and then you curl in. I think this is going to be nice for my ends. Would I ever use something like this? This feels really rough, but I think I am going to try this on grandma's hair next time I dye her hair, because I style it afterwards and she doesn't mind. She's got a short bob. And then we have two kind of round brushes here. Now, from all my reviews and years of research, I know that adding a round brush that doesn't have good bristles onto your hair can be detrimental, especially if you have warm air coming out of it. And even with expensive brands like the Dyson, I have seen girls say that it literally ripped out their hair. I wouldn't use this probably on the crown, but maybe a little bit on the bottoms. I'm not sure about that, but for the next review, I'm definitely going to be trying the Airflow air wrappers with the Kwanda technology. So I'm going to stand up and give you a full view, but I have to say that I am very happy with this as a gentle, well-rounded hair dryer. It does everything it says it's going to do, and I got it for the discounted price of 108 Canadian dollars since I am currently in Canada. I went onto their website and it retails for 299 US dollars. You can use a currency converter on your app to convert that into euros or pounds or the specific currency in the area where you are right now. But look, for me, if you convert the 300 US dollars into Canadian plus tax, this is probably going to reach 450 to 500, which is really comparable to buying a Shark. So I think I really got a steal on this one, and I am happy with the purchase, overall feel of the hair, and safety of the hair, because that's always most important for me. So okay, I'm going to turn the camera vertical. And then also take you to another part of the room. But as you can see, you can't feel it. But okay, let's go to the other part of the room for better lighting. So as I mentioned, I am really happy with this purchase. Now, of course, I don't have anything to compare it to like the Dyson or the Shark. I would love to hear from you all if you've tried anything else with like the Kwanda and the Ionic technology. And if I do get a chance to try anything else, I will compare and contrast. But for right now, I'm happy with this purchase. And what I'm happy about is that the best thing I think I found about it is that it's gentle on the hair, and it did not make my hair any fuzzier than it ordinarily would have been. In fact, it's pretty tame today. I hope this video was helpful, everybody. I will see y'all in the next one, and if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Subscribe to be notified, because I do include some diverse content on the channel. But you know, I love hair, skincare. Bye guys, see you in the next one. Peace, peace.